Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I'm going to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakadash, which in the Paleo Hebrew tongue, correct names of the Holy Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles, elders, of great millstone, and shalom to you, sister, brothers, labor this true. And shalom to the brothers and sisters that's listening and studying, show themselves approved. Shalom. Now, I want to do a continue on what I was talking about yesterday. I'm going to do a part 2 on who is the devil. And a lot of times when you say the devil, Satan and all of that, the number one image that pops in somebody's head is this image right here in your face. A red man with a pitchfork or a triton, horns and wings, and he's burning people forever underground, like in the middle of the earth. That mythology, that spit. And that's the most thing that dominates everybody's mind. They don't know what the devil really looks like. And that's the image that the real devil put in everybody's head. Like you get the Baphomet, the images like that. And that was carefully crafted by the real devil so that you would know what he looks like. You wouldn't know if he was in your face, even though his acts and what he does testifies to who he is. So we're going to continue that and showing you who the devil is. And then I'm also, on this one, we go walking down where this myth started at, where this image started at, where they got it from. We're going to get the origins of the lie. That's what we about to do. So we'll start off with a precept, though. Let's go to Psalms. Psalms 109 and 6. And this is Psalms 109 and 6. Set thou a wicked man over him, and let Satan stand at his right hand. Did you peep that? It said a wicked man. So with you knowing the knowledge of the first lesson, when I say a wicked man, you should know who that man that I'm talking about. You should know what race of man I'm talking about. When it says set a wicked man over him. And we have had a wicked man set over us. No, our ancestors didn't keep the laws and commandments of Yahweh Shah. Therefore, Yahweh raised up the wicked one and let him rule until we get our act together, which we're doing now. And it said, and let Satan stand at his right hand. So if Satan is standing at your right hand, because your right hand gets things done, that means you're going to do the works of Satan. So I like that precept right there because it covered the spiritual component and the physical component, both of them in one precept. It covered Esau, then it covered the physical being Satan. Because once the wicked man is set over you, if your spirit ain't right, you ain't locked into Yahweh Shah, you're going to do what? You're going to do the works of Satan. Satan going to be your right hand. All your works is going to be wicked. Everything. So I like that precept. Because like I said, it's a double combination, man. Satan comes in two forms. He comes as a spiritual form, Satan. Then he comes in the physical form, the wicked one, Esau Edom, aka the white man. So it's a double combination that you got to watch out for. And then like the wicked man, the physical counterpart, what he does is he puts the spirit of Satan in you by spreading his lies, his mischief. Then once that spirit is dominating you, hey, you're pretty much, you're no good to Yahweh Shah. You got to get them, what they say, cast devils out of you, Satan out of you, that spirit, the spirit of, just being wicked, you got to cast that up out of you, man. You got to examine yourself. You got to fast. You got to pray. That's why Yahweh, he casts demons off of people, devils. That's what Satan does, man. That's what Esau does. He puts a devil in you. Therefore, you do the works of Satan. And if you're doing the works of Satan, you only further power his system. So I love that precept. Matter of fact, highlight that in red. Let's highlight that. I should have been had that one highlighted. Get that in red. Very powerful scripture right there. And that's going to lead us into what we about to do. So with that being said, talking about when I said that how Esau spreads his lies, which could be, symbolic of poison. Lies are poison you, man. It poison your mind. Planted Christianity is a very powerful poison, which is going to get a lot of Israelites destroyed as we move forward. Because a lot of Israelites, man, that poison is seeped in their soul and their bones, and they can't shake it. They cannot shake white baby Jesus out their mind. Therefore, it's going to destroy them. So, let's get to some of these lies, man. Which I told you earlier is a bunch of Greek mythology. That's what they did. The devil couldn't break down the scriptures like we can. He couldn't get the truth. Plus, he don't want to tell the truth. These devils knew the truth, but they don't want to tell the truth. They want to tell a lie. Because if you break down the Bible and the truth, correctly interpreted, it prosecutes Esau Edom. It tells you of him. It tells you who he is. So, of course, he don't want to give you the truth of the Bible. So what he did was he knows it's a powerful book. And he knows that Jake is attached to the book. So what Esau did was, I put my story, which is Greek mythology, in the book and just use biblical characters and just switch their names up and switch everything around. Then I presented to Israel. And after, generations where I slay the people who knew the true gospel, after a while of raising up the new generation, they'll believe my lie. And therefore I can sleep comfortable in my bed. I can, I have them in subjection. They'll be in sin. And they'll never get back to Yahweh Shah because they'll be believing the lie that I told. And he loves his gods and his story. That's why Jesus is Jesus. That's Zeus right there, which in Latin means earth pig. So look how these devils did. So I'm going to bring up one where this image popped in from. And that's the Greek god Poseidon. Poseidon has a triton. That's why when you see modern pictures of the devil, he has a triton. And then it's like he's a mixture of Poseidon and Hades. Because the story of a man being underground, the underworld, that comes from Hades, the Greek god. And that's where he, they go on their little voyage. If they wasn't right, he punishes them in the underworld. That's where you get that whole, theme from. So check it out. It says Poseidon, Neptune, god of the sea, is associated with water, whereas the devil is associated with fire. The god of the sea often appears carrying a three-pronged triton, which when you look at modern images of the devil, he has the same thing. We call it the pitchfork. Same thing. So you see where they got that from, how they slid in there. Because when you read the scriptures, nowhere in there in the Bible does it tell you that Satan, the devil, carries a triton. You won't find that in the scriptures. You won't find it. So where did they come from? Greek mythology. The Greek god of Poseidon. That's where it came from. And the devil just slid it in there to, make his stuff seem, I guess get Jake all wild and razzle-dazzle. Look, here go number 2, Hades versus hell. Hades is the ruler of the underworld in Greek mythology. Interestingly, the underworld also goes by the name Hades. In ancient times, Romans and Greeks believed this dark and dingy place was the realm where most souls descended at the time of death. It is hard to believe now, but the belief at a particular time in history was that the souls of the dead were ferried to Hades on the river Styx by Charon the ferryman. And I've seen that in movies, man. So that's Esau's interpretation of the spirit world. We know through the scriptures when you die, your spirit goes back into the dimension. It goes back to Yahweh. And you await until your reincarnation in the third and fourth generation. And to understand that, go watch my lesson, Reincarnation is Biblical. So that's what happens when you pass away. You wait to be reincarnated, you go to the spirit world. There is no, hell is not going to be some underworld where you burn up, when you do bad. No, hell going to be carried right here on earth. Hell is going to be those hot thermonuclear missiles that go off at the climax of World War III. That's your lake of fire, and later on we're going to prove that. But I want to stay on this point to show you how Esau mixed in all this Greek mythology in the Bible, and because Jake doesn't read the Bible, they roll with it. Which, if you look at that, that's a form of Esau lying. Jake been lied to, and then like Jake, your low-level Jake, Israel, your Israelites, they'll peep that it was a lie, and instead of them getting into the truth, looking into reading the Bible themselves, they'll go into witchcraft. Or a lot of them go to Islam, or they're going to Hoptech Kemetic, the Egyptology stuff, because they have got a sour taste in their mouth, because the Bible presented to them in a lie format. And so, because it presented to them in a lie format, they would totally be disenchanted with the book and won't even read it. And that way, they deceive themselves. They go into foreign women. which goes into foreign philosophies to where they would also get them destroyed. So it says Satan, the devil, is the ruler of hell in the Christian religion. Like the highway to hell metaphor, Christians believe that many souls will go there after death. One of these two hellish beliefs has to be false, or are they both false? Correction, they're both false. Greek mythology is this, that, it's a myth. And then you took the myth, because the Bible's not a myth. The Bible, the prophecies in the Bible are really happening. That's true. So what they did was they put their lie on top of the truth, which is the best way to tell a lie. That's how you know they the devil. That is the best way to tell a lie. Put your lie on top of the truth. Now, if the spirit in you is high, it's going to ping you to read the Bible yourself. And then when you read the Bible yourself, you be like, you're gonna come to the conclusion I did. Like, where does stuff come from? What I was taught in church, Sunday school, don't match up what's in the Bible. So I'm like, where did this come from? And then, I studied Greek mythology in college, and I'm seeing where these lies came from, man. Esau just took his stuff and put it in the Bible. So check it out. This is the judgment of Paris versus Adam and Eve. Same origin story. They just took their little origin story, put it on top of the Bible. In Greek mythology, Aphrodite, the goddess of love, promised Paris the love of the world's most beautiful woman. All he had to do was give her the legendary golden apple marked to the fairest. And see, when you read the scriptures, they even put that in the Bible. You always hear about the apple. Adam and Eve ate the apple. When you read the Bible, it don't say nothing about no apple. It say forbidden fruit. And forbidden fruit is a metaphor for foreign philosophy. So once again, Esau slid his lie in the Bible. And because Jake doesn't read the Bible, Israelites don't read the Bible, their Sunday school lie, where they ate an apple. And I knew that was a lie too when I was younger. I'm like, we eat apples to this day. That ain't messing us up. I don't believe it was no apple. And I remember we had a particular church my grandma was going to, and I said that, man, that chick got on me so bad. That's demons in you. And I'm just like, man, we eat apples all the time. Like, I don't believe it was some apple they ate. That don't make sense to me. We still eat apples to this day. Like, an apple is not going to just make you go off like that. Like, come on, man, something ain't right. And, I questioned it, and she jumped all over me. So that's another thing. Jake don't never question a lie that been presented to him. They just, they take it and eat it, and they let that be their truth. And when I was younger, man, I said, Lord, not just me, all of us. Because if you in this sitting, man, the Lord got a spirit on you, man, to, push that lie out. And we didn't accept that, because if we did, we still be in church listening to Pastor Porkchop, but we not. Because we figured that was a lie. Like, what the heck? What the heck an apple got to do with this? So now I'm starting to see the origin of that story. Because the Bible says forbidden fruit. So I'm like, how the heck did an apple come into play? Talking about an apple tree. And it's coming from Greek mythology, man. He's supposed to give the chick that he wanted a golden apple. That's Greek mythology. So it says in the Old Testament of the Bible, Eve gave Adam a sweet red apple, convinced him to eat it. After the serpent told her it was the right thing to do. And as we studied the word, we found that the serpent is what? Not an actual snake, it's a person who spits poisonous lies. And he does that to this day. And we see now that Greek mythology put in the Bible, that's poison, man. It's poison our grandmothers, our aunts, and uncles so bad that they can't get the truth. You try to come to them with truth, they're like, oh no, that Jesus is my God. No, they ate the apple. The snake told them. And you like, you never question that, man. Why snakes ain't talking now? If the snake talked back then, why it ain't talking now? Ask yourself that. They don't ask that. They just, the white man said, sweet baby Jesus. And they just gone, man. So we getting right here. A lot of these, lies in the Bible is Greek mythology, man. Look, Apollo, the god of light, versus Yahushua Mashiach. Or should I say Jesus? Because that image of Jesus, boy, that's the strongest form of poison these devils done told, man. Took Yahushua's image, covered it up with an Edomite, and said his name is Jesus. That's so strong. They had to kill billions of Israelites based on that lie, Yasharallah. Like, just ponder on that. On that lie, they're going to kill billions of Israelites because their mind has been poisoned. With what? With lies. So Apollo, the god of light, crowned someone with a laurel wreath as an honorable gesture. Jesus Christ was crucified while wearing a crown of thorns, which the Romans gave him. So that's they try to fit that in there with that. You got a crown of thorns. They got that. That's a wreath. That's like a little Christmas thing. So that's not the same thing. But you see how the devil tries to reach and put stuff in there that they ain't got the water in the wine, trying to say that was fake, mixed it in. Look, Hercules and Samson, I always knew that was very similar. Hercules, they got that off of Samson, because Samson had that super strength. And then if you look at modern day, that's Incredible Hulk. Incredible Hulk is the same character. That's the modern character, the modern, little character that they made based off of Samson. So it's a lot of similarities because Esau puts his stuff in the mix of our stuff. But when you got the correct interpretation of the Bible, it blows all that Greek mythology out the water. Like, nah, your stuff ain't got nothing to do with my stuff. My stuff is telling what's going on right now. My stuff is a living document. It's telegraphing. Like, I even know who put this stuff in here. Now that the devil has been found out and I'm pinpointing them, and hey, I got the briefcase out. Hey, this the paperwork. The scripture's like the paperwork. And we reading Esau his crimes. You took the natives' land, you took what people buy, boats and moved them over here. Like everything you read in the Bible is happening in real time. It's a history book. And it's also a book of prophecy that tells you what the devil about to do. And a lot of it's been fulfilled, some hasn't. And here we are. So the devil, all he do is lie, man. All he do is lie. Let's go back to the images. Since now we got that. See, they want you to think the devil look like that. But really, the devil looks like this. Look, that's the devil. Look at that. That is the devil, y'all, Sharala. Whew. Look at the wife or whoever that is got the red on. Look at his face. He looks like he has children in the basement. He looks like he eats people. Look at him. Would you trust that? I wouldn't want to be even alone with a dude like that. And this is a dude who spreads plantation Christianity. A super high millionaire who spreads lies. And Jake, I've been told Jake loves that man. They love this dude. Look, he putting hands on people. Like, this the devil, man. He looked like the devil. Like, now, like, you know the devil, that is the devil. Look at that face. That man will do you harm. Look at him. That's what the devil really look like. Right there. Look, he'll do something to you real bad. Look, somebody even put the little thing on there, put the horns on him. Because they say the truth, hey, call all y'all about shout shot. The truth is spreading hard. The devil's true image is now being pinned to him. That's why now he has to bring in that MOTB system and bust the system up, because now you know who he is. And look how red he look right there. Woo, that's the devil. That red man. That's the red. That's not white. That is red. Straight red. So let's get another devil. Look at this devil. That's the devil. What I like about looking at this devil, his shirt is white. Is his skin white? No, it's not, Yashra. He's the red man. His skin is pinkish red. He's red. And then if he gets ashamed or, he gets angry, his true colors show up. He'll turn into his true colors. And see, that's a devil. And I like that. See, that's how you know they're the devil. They call themselves white, even though they're not white. Because white means purity. So they're trying to say like they're pure. Then they call us black. Black means evil, wicked. So you say they use like certain colors to put them on people. And our people so dumb, they curse themselves. And then you uplift Esau by calling him white. You ain't white. You a red Edomite. That's what you are. And it shows right there. That shirt is white. He is not. And this devil right here, he's angry, because he's all about the Constitution. He just see his country, his system being destroyed. And he be up there, if you watch him on this news channel, he be look like he about to just poop. Like he real aggravated. Look, he always looking like this. Wait, go back. Where was the? He always looking like this. He always looking like that. As you see the little news channel, man. He got that, messed up look on his face, like, something ain't right, man. Why y'all doing y'all destroying it, man? Y'all messing it up for us. Look, red background. This is the devil, man. This is what the devil really look like. Look out, woo! Look at that, man. That's red. That is the devil, y'all, Shrawler. If you want to know what he look like. Y'all is looking all messed up. Cause he's angry. He know his kingdom being destroyed. Look, y'all is looking like that. And so let's get another devil. Example of a devil. Look at this. This is a big time devil. Look. His collar is white. His skin color is almost the same color as his shirt in the background. He's the red man. And how you know he the devil? Look at they fruits. Because you don't just judge by appearances. The Lord told us don't judge by appearances. He said judge righteous judgment. So that's just a marker. Because we got the children of Israel also mixed in with other nations. So we got like Drake's son, Blake Griffin's son, Patrick Mahomes. I think he got a daughter. They look like Edomites, but they're not. So I ain't just judging by their skin color. Because you might got some people, brothers and sisters, they look red. But I'm judging you. Look at their fruit. Kenneth Copeland spreads what? Plain Church Christianity. Tucker Carlson is a super right-wing conservative, So he all about the Trump stuff, And then this devil right here got millions of bodies on him. Millions. He destroyed people in a sophisticated way. He give you something you think is medicine. And hey, man, that mug is death. This devil don't kill a lot of people. Look at this devil. This is what the devil look like, y'all, Sharala. That ain't no red man with a pitchfork. No, he has glasses on. He talks real intelligent. And he's going to tell you, I got something good for you. And really, it's not. You take that stuff and, hey, he going to get his venom in you. He going to get his poison in you. And you're going to be messed up. So this is the devil. And you already know who that is right there. I ain't got to even tell you who that is. Now, there you go at the little summit, man. Trying to figure out how to destroy Yasharallah. He thinking hard. How can I get more millions of bodies under my belt? Look at him. That's what he's thinking about at the World Economic Forum. So that's the devil, man. That's the devil looks like. That's the devil looks like that. Not no red man with pitchfork on the ground. He looks like that. That's the devil. And let's get the scriptures too to back up the statement I made. And then Yasharallah, they said, Yasharallah, man, that's all, all praises to Yahweh Shah for showing us what our enemies look like. Let's go to John 7:24. And it says, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment. How do you judge righteous judgment? First, you got to know what righteousness is. To know what righteousness is, you need to eat the whole roll. Read the scriptures. Because this is the measuring stick. You use this to measure people up to this book, our scriptures. Now, walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. So if you look like an Edomite and you act like an Edomite, guess what? You're an Edomite. Easy judgment, easy to see. So I'm gonna look at you and you might look like an Edomite, but if I could tell you an Edomite, I'm gonna ask you certain things. And Yahweh made it real easy. You can just ask the Edomite, somebody that look like an Edomite, are you a Trump supporter? They tell you yeah, and they're real adamant about it. Esau. Ask them how they feel about Babylon the Great America. If they all love this country and they're attached to it, that's an Edomite. So it's real simple and easy to determine who's an Edomite. Like looking at old computer dude, Mr. Microsoft. Look at his works. That dude got millions of bodies on him. He's an Edomite. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. Kenneth Copeland, that's an Edomite. Ain't no ifs and buts about it. He don't spread the truth. He spreads the lies. He's a champion for spreading the lie. So he look like an Edomite, he is an Edomite. And see, you really got to be on this thing, man. That's why you need to be attached to the spirit. Because we had an Edomite try to infiltrate our camp. He looked like an Edomite. We gave him an opportunity because he knew the scriptures, which anybody who just watch lessons can do that. But what really messed him up, He didn't think like a Jake. He didn't act like a Jake. He thought like an Edomite. He started doing Edomite things, and it pricked up my spiritual antennas. And I told the Akim, like, hey, we got to get rid of this dude, man. This is the Edomite that's trying to act like a Jake. I give it to him. He know the scriptures. He watched the lessons. But it was certain things he would say and do that I knew that I'm like, nah, this dude trying to infiltrate. It's the devil right here, man. He's trying to infiltrate. You know, and I remember he would piss off Jake. We on the highway in Hedges, and he would say and do certain things, and he would piss Jake off. And I'm like, man, Jake knows something. Like, yeah, this dude, yeah, he ain't right, man. Because I'm like, man, you should just shut up. Like, he'll say certain things to Jake. You know, Jake trying to get the truth, man. I remember it was one particular Jake. We on the highway in Hedges. He just came out that museum. Because there's a museum on Black Wall Street. And he had just came out of there. Looked like he just got out of prison. So, you know, he was all angry. He was full of that righteous anger for Esau. So, you know, dude gonna want to talk to him. First, he was trying to talk to me. I don't know. That's nothing I know he was an Edomite. He was trying to, like, overtake the camp. You know, he's trying to overstep. Like, dude, you just got here. Shut up. You talking too much. You doing too much. So he trying to talk to the Jake. Man, Jake got pissed off. Because this is what he said. I remember, I'll never forget it, Yashara. And this is when he started to get exposed. This is how you know you got to be locked in spiritually. The Jake came to us and said that because it's a base, you know, it's a field behind us, baseball field, but they be behind us. You know, he was like, I think that's a mass grave site, which I've said that as well. That's why you know they over here talking about we found the mass grave sites. They already done covered them up, Yashara. They're not really looking for no mass grave site. They're already covering them up with public buildings that you will never get that mug dug up. So the Jake said that, which was very, very intelligent and spiritual. He said it because I've said the same thing. So the little bit he had, I was trying to talk to him to reach him. So the Edomite come in gonna say, you know, he gonna deflect. And that's another thing he did that really proved who he was. You don't deflect with Jake, man. When Jake is talking about the hurt that Esau's done to us, the first thing, you know, Jake gonna hate is when you deflect and act like it don't matter. Esau was like, why you worried about that? All of America's a grave site, which that is true, but that Jake was like talking about that situation and he was mad. He was feeling that hurt. And the number one thing, like when Jake is telling you about some of the Esau afflictors, like I said, they don't like deflection. And the devil always does deflection. Esau always talk about, like another example Esau used, when you talk about the color of your house shop. What color does it matter he was? It only matters what he did. A common deflection. They always deflect. When the truth pop up, Esau tried to divert it to something else, and he did that. And Jake got pissed off. That Jake got mad. He got up in his face. You know, had to step up like, oh, man, calm down, you know. And, you know, like, I'm talking to you, brother. I'm talking to you, man. Man, fuck what he talking about. You know, so I had to calm Jake down. You know, we talking about the situation. I'm just like, but I looked and I was like, hey, that was a very Edomite thing you did right there. Because, like, Jake don't do that. I never deflect on what dude was saying. I was reaching him, you know, because he was like coming up. That was good points he was making. Because Jake, man, you gotta understand, Jake is coming from like not knowing nothing. So if they know this a little piece of something, I can reach Jake on that. And really, he did the work of Satan because I feel like he tried to disrupt that. Like me and Jake was really trying to connect. And just like the devil, he came in and he almost messed that up. But the spirit was pumping too hard, man. Jake really wanted to talk to me. He really wanted to know the truth. And so we just canceled that devil out. And to me, that was his first. Like I started saying, like, hey, man, you were Edomite, dude. That was a very Edomite thing you did. As I say, you always got to judge a fruit by its tree, not by appearances. You know, he looked like an Edomite. Then he started acting like an Edomite. Then as we doing our highway and hedges, it got to the point where he just started blurting stuff out. He was just blurting stuff out. Talking, you know, just really want to cut in, you know, because like me and my Akim, we got a rhythm. We can kind of tell, you know, where we at, what Precept gonna pull. And then like he'll cut, you know, a lot of times I'll bring somebody, he'll cut me off and then like forget his place and don't even say nothing. Like, dude, you just talking too much. Chill out. You know, think that, man, that devil's on drugs, man. So we had to get rid of that devil. So it shows you the devil will try to infiltrate. So it's twofold, man. You don't just judge by the appearance, but you look at the appearance, but you gotta judge by a righteous judgment, which is judging by the spirit. And what the Yahushua say, he said, try the spirit. How you try the spirit? Hey, by talking to him. And see, that devil was slick. I give it to him. That devil was slick. He knows the gospel. He knows it because it's real easy. Like they said, Jake is on a low level. I'm like, damn, Esau can sit here and pay attention, watch some lessons and get the gospel. Why you can't? Why can't you? But see, he didn't have the spirit of a Jake. He didn't grow up like Jake. He didn't feel the pain of Jake. And that's what got him, knocked out. Why we had to get rid of that devil. Like, nah, you a devil, man. Nice try. Nice try, devil. But spirit, reveals all things. So I just had to pull that out because we did have a devil try to infiltrate the camp. So I'm not just judging by appearances. You also got to go by the spirit. You got to try the spirit like the word tells you. And let's go to John 8:44. That devil, he started revealing himself, y'all, Shrawler. And he always pissed Jake off too. We'll get a lot of Jakes walk by, try to get the truth, and he always want to come in and say something. And I just feel like if he had real wisdom, you need to be quiet. Jake is, they looking at you like Esau, like so-called white man. So let us talk and reach Jake. Then I remember one time a speckled bird, well, that was another Edomite. He just acted like a speckled bird. Another Edomite came by the camp. He was listening. And I'm like, here's your opportunity to talk to somebody. You can go speckled bird, speckled bird. He got angry and rolled out. I'm like, wow, this is your opportunity. You like, I'm the only Edomite in this camp. He had that mentality, And that dude, he wasn't no speckled bird. If he was a real Israelite, he'd have came back to the camp and, got edified. He was just one of them Edomites that know it's something going down big. He's not in the club because he was talking about, that situation, that 19 situation. So that's why he was listening, because the stuff we said, he was like, man, I know something going on. So let's get back to the scriptures, back on subject, man. How this devil done spit all these lies. Because that's all this devil do is lie. Because the Roman Catholic Church is also the false prophet. Because all this doctrine came and spread from the Roman Catholic Church, the Vatican. They got the biblical, the book with the Hebrews in their Vatican library. We can't get a hold of it. They got all the stuff in their Vatican library, Yasharallah. So the Roman Catholic Church, which is all these churches Babylon the Great are built after, Catholicism, which was the father of all lies, because all they do is lie and mess with little boys. This is John 8:44, and it reads, "Ye are your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh of a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it." And that's so true when you look at Esau, because all Esau do is lie all the time. All these devils do is lie, man. I had a devil tell me, you had that football player that passed out. He had a cardiac arrest. And I told the devil that when you have a cardiac arrest, your heart stops. He told me, nah, that's not true. None, cardiac arrest doesn't mean your heart stops. It means your heart's pumping too much blood. I'm like, dude, arrest means stop. Cardiac arrest means your heart is not pumping no blood. And this devil argued me up and down. That's why I was like, man, I can't go back and forth with this devil. He's the liar. Just go ahead and let him lie, turn red, and feel good. And I had to catch myself, man. Like, I can't be, Esau just doing what he do best, lying all the time. Because I think they was angry because they didn't want that to believe, it was that thing, because they done did it. And he just, man, the devil just lied, man, for no reason. That devil lie all the time. I used to work at this one place, and we had this one devil, and he lied every single day. And he lied like it was a sport. He'll lie, I watch his face, and he want to see who believe it. He'll tell outrageous lies, like, come on, man. I remember one time another Edomite looked at him like, dude, you gonna tell that lie for real? Come on, man. At least make it kind of believable. And that's Esau, man. They whole gospel, plans of Christianity is a lie. The character Jesus is a lie. You covered up the face of our judge with your character, and then you totally misinterpreted his whole character. They make it seem like he's some weak, dude that love everybody, love and forgive, get beat up, and you just love everybody. When you read the scriptures for yourself, Yahushua was nothing like that. Yahushua was turning tables over. Yahushua beat dudes with a bullwhip. And Yahushua talk crazy to people on the block, man. Like, hey, get behind me, Satan. Or he talked crazy to the king at that time. He said, man, you tell that fox I'm gonna do the work of my father. He was an austere man with nothing soft about Yahushua. But Esau took it into Jesus and made him like some soft powder cake, which let's go get that image. Since we talking about that and that lie, This the biggest lie right here, boy. This lie gonna get millions of people killed. Salakia, billions of people killed. What this lie gonna do? Let's get this image. This lie right here. This lie right here. This image right here. You know, this image. This image about to get a lot of this image about to get a lot of Israelites killed, man. This is the biggest lie in the history of the world. The biggest lie. You took his name, changed the image, because that's not Yahweh at all. Yahweh doesn't look like that. And then they made like, he just, oh, I love everybody. Turn the cheek. And then Jake champions this dude right here. Jake champions Jesus. Our grandmas and them did, like, and what that does is a poison, man. It puts this image and it puts that spirit on you, man. That's why Jake is so soft when it comes to handling Esau. But Jake could go ahead and, you know, Jake could be bloodthirsty when it's to kill another Israelite. But when it comes to Esau, Jake is like scared, especially a hood dude. I know that these hood gangster niggas, they are terrified of the so-called white man. And that's because of this Jesus image pumped in their head that their grandma pumped them with, and it's still in them. And man, Esau took over the whole world with this image right here. The whole world with this image and this name, which is a big time lie. Look, a bunch of Edomites. Look at this. That's the devil. That's the devil. That's the face of the devil right there. That is the devil. Because let's go get his real name. Where they got this image from. Caesar Borgia. See his image? That's how they used that image. I think he was the Pope's son, I want to say. I think he was the Pope's son. And they used, who was that? Michelangelo? The dude that painted the Sistine Chapel. They used him to put the image, and they rolled with that image and dominated the whole world with that. Which, look, somebody got the real thing on it, the horns. Yeah, that's the image of the devil. That's the devil. You know, when you see that, I need to get that pumped up and put that on the highway hedges when we out there prophesying. There it go. See, somebody help me out. Thank you, Lord. He was the second son of Pope Alexander, the sixth of Rome. There it go. There it go. Cause I knew it was one of them popes, and they used the image of him to push that image out, man. So look, there you go, right there. And then they painted it, you know. And then it's a let me get that sun. Let me show you something, because he's about to come on the scene again. He's already in the reincarnation. There you go. Look. Same a Rothschild, the number one banking family in the world. They got all the money. They have a son. There you go, right there. And he has this same image. That's why reincarnation is real. They're going to Caesar Borgia again. And I feel like they're going to use him to usher in the MOTB system, or use him for, you know, something big, because he fits that image. They're going to use him. He going to, you know, they're going to persuade a lot of Israelites to their death using this dude. And there it go. That's how you know, hey, reincarnation is real, Yasharala. There he goes. And he has that image. And they're going to use him to pump that Caesar Borgia image. So let's get the real image of Yahweh Shah. Because you read the scriptures, you know, you get a whole different, which I felt that too in my system, man. I always felt that. The little kids book with Yahweh Shah's image. And I call Allah Yahweh Shah Shah, because when I think of Yahweh Shah, this image dominates my mind. You know, like that. It's not some, you know, like that. It's not some, you know, pale-faced man. Because there go my avatar right there. That's the image. That's the real image. See how they covered that up? That's how you know he's the liar. See that right there? Esau can't, you know, he can't undo that. You did it. Your ancestors did it, and you keep prepping that image and doing it to this day, and that's why you're known as the liar to this day. That's why you are the devil. Let's go get then they calling themselves, they done took our identity, which that's prophesied in the Bible that they would do. And they tell you, like, man, when you look at it, Jake would just think. Because they call themselves Ish. Ish mean you are like, but you are not. So it's like they telling you the truth in your face, but our people just so dumbed down, they just can't decipher it. Because check this out, this Revelation 2:9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. And where do they do their church at? Ain't it called a synagogue? Ain't there synagogues? Like, come on, man. Y'all pent this on the. Hey, he right on the money with this. And they say they're Jews and they're not. I remember I used to always say that too. I used to look like, man, they look like white people to me. Like, why white people don't like them? They all look like white people to me. They all look the same. You know? And come to find out I got grown, they are. They just mad because those are the ones with the real money. Those are your elite bankers. They run the world using our identity, because they didn't go through none of them curses in Deuteronomy. They didn't go through that. Our people did. And then, like I said, man, they say Israel will be poor before Yahweh shall come. Plus, what are they getting saved from? They run the whole world. They spread the whole world wickedness using their Talmud. So what they need to be saved from? They the ones dominating and oppressing everybody. We the ones need to be saved. So if Jake would just sit back and think, that'll let you know that they not the people. They used what they call the Balfour Declaration in 1948 to take, their country. Man, and then like it tell you in the Bible, when you go back, when we go back into our land, there's gonna be no more war. World War III about to pop off, proving they not the people. That said, the truth is popping so hard. Esau like, we gotta do something. They done figured it out. Like a criminal that's getting caught. Now he gotta scramble and do all kinds of stuff so he don't get prosecuted. So check it out. On 2:10. Another thing to let you know that the devil ain't just some red man with a pitchfork underground burning people up forever. Check out what this say. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil should cast some of you into prison. Did they say hell? You're going to go on the ground, burn forever? He said, man, the devil should cast you into prison. And they do. These devils are judges. These devils are lawyers. And then look, another form of prison going to be these camps they setting up. You don't do what Esau say do, you going in the camp. He was like, oh, you didn't go get my poison? You going in the camp. We're going to get rid of you. You're a menace to society. You a terrorist. You black Hebrew Israelite. You a terrorist. And seek to throw us in, like the scripture said, man, throw you in prison. And it said, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. And that scripture right there is big, Akim. That's big, man. Really, for all of y'all, Charlotte. You need to have that one locked in your heart and your mind, because we're going to a time where you might get thrown into a camp. And you need to know this precept. You need to run this over and over in your mind, because in them camps, I heard they got guillotines. And if you don't comply and get the MOTB, then they're going to put your head in the guillotine and, off with your head. So, like it said, be thou faithful unto death. They're going to threaten our lives in them camps. So we need this precept permanent in us to know, because what did Yahweh say? He said, be thou faithful unto death. So when these devils are threatening our lives, we still got to have the strength to talk noise to the devil. Like, hey, man, I'm not renouncing Yahweh. Do what you got to do. We got to have the strength to do that. That's why this Bible was given to us, to build our strength up and our edification up, and to know that will happen to us. So if we in the college, find ourselves in the camp, we're not going to be all shook up in there blowing snot boogers. I got me in the camp, they go kill me. I know what we're going to be in there like kind of calm, like, okay, Yahweh said I will be here. He said I'll get thrown in the camp. He said you was going to threaten my life. So I kind of built myself up for this moment. I'm prepared to talk noise to you, Esau, and we going to see. Because, hey, Yahweh, what it say in that scripture, said to try us. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh is ready to flex his power. So if you be faithful unto death, say your head in that guillotine, and they get ready to pull the lever. Yahushua might, he gonna be looking, standing, there in the cut trying to see if you go, fold or buckle. And if you don't, especially if you're Akim, a man in this truth, you might get your spiritual power at that time and the guillotine to stop on your neck. You just turn hard like Superman, Incredible Hulk, you bust up out of it. Yahushua just wanted to see, like, with the devil threatening your life, like the scripture said, you gonna hold it down, you're gonna be faithful unto death, or are you gonna buckle? And the ones that don't buckle, you're worthy to get that spiritual power because, hey, you put your life on the line just like Yahushua did for this truth. Therefore, I'm about to give you what your heart's desire, which is spiritual power, and then you're going to help establish the kingdom because you're worthy. I tried you. I let this devil put you in the camp. The devil threatened your life, and you still talk noise to the devil. You stood stiffly in front of this devil, and that's who Yahushua is looking for. He's looking for those type of men. Those men are worthy of his power. So, like I said, lock this Revelation 2 and 10 in your minds, Akim, because they're getting ready to prep and do that. We're going to go into camps, if we don't comply to this devil. And we got to hold strong. We got to still talk noise to the devil like, I don't give a damn. I was told you were going to do this. I've been mentally preparing myself for this. That's why these scriptures was written, to prepare us. As you prepare your mind mentally, go over in your mind how you gonna feel when you go into it. Now, yeah, you still might have some emotion you go into it, but when you've been prepped and you know what you about to go through, you're gonna go through it a whole lot better. Versus if you think, you thought you was gonna go 10 years to get you a business and you had no idea Esau was gonna do you like that. You didn't know Esau was the devil. When you ain't ready for something, it hits you a whole lot harder versus when you're prepared for something. Like Yahushua is making us soldiers. First of all, he letting us know who the devil is. That's grace and mercy right there. Like when I see the so-called white man, I know that's the devil. So I know his characteristics. I know what he gonna do. I know how he feel about me. So none of this is coming to a surprise to us. We now know the devil. I don't think about no red man, a pitchfork, burn people under there. No, the so-called white man. I see him every day I go to work. He lying at the work, at the job. He be lying. I see the characteristics. That's why I don't like talking to him. I feel they wicked demonic spirit. I feel it. So the Lord already is blessed us with grace and mercy to know who the devil is. Look, as I say that, see, the devil will tell you who he is. They said the devil lies so much every now and then he tell the truth. It's a show on TV called what? The show is called Lucifer, man. You can't make this up. And look, showing you that's the devil. That's the devil. In his little suit, little CEO. That's the devil, Yasharala. And he looking to, take your life away if you don't bow down to him and accept his lies. That's the devil. They got a whole show on that. Show called Lucifer. They tell you who the devil is. He telling you who he is. The devil at the point he tired of lying. He ran out of lies. So they show you and tell you, man. So that's, hey, Lucifer, light bearer. He's gonna show you the light on the dark side, like Star Wars. I mean, they telling you in that movie. If you watch Star Wars, it ain't nothing but the Bible. When you got spiritual lenses, Darth Vader, that come on to the dark side. That's the wickedness, man. They say it's great power over there. We gotta fight the light, man. The Jedi, that's your hopeful elect. That's what I'm looking at the thing. I'm like, this devil, all they did was read the Bible and put their spin on stuff. That's all these devils do, man. They're not creative. They don't create things. They destroy things. Creativity lies with Yashar Allah. So all he can do is take what we got and pervert it. He's the pervert. All he does is pervert everything. Destroy it, disrupt it, cover faces up. That's what Esau do. That's how we know the devil is. So the whole show called and let you know who he is, man. So what I got, man. And see now what's about to happen. And see, we go back to that Hades, that hell thing, which is the elaborate lie. And we can prove that by going to what I got. Let's go to Revelation chapter 20. See, Esau don't, man, he just lied, man. He don't want you to know what's going on. He don't want you to know who he is. The devil, he got to be in that deceit, man. He wants you to think he's white. He's pure, he's good. I'm better than black people. Worship me and I'll take care of you. Now come here, son. Now just take this in your arm and you will be good. And that's how the devil think, man. You do it, man. He gonna grin and smile because the devil know who we are. So, man, call Allah Yahabashah Shah. He woke us up to know who we are, and then we know who he is. Because he come tell me that, I'm like, hell no. Get away from me. I don't want nothing you got for me, man. I'm seeking to do harm to you. Little do you know, because I know who you are. You deserve it, devil. Like, as I say, these devils, boy, they better hope I don't get what I'm seeking for. If I get that crown of life, get that spiritual power, man, hey, I'm not, woo, it's going to be bad for Esau. Because I'm full of righteous hatred for Esau. Straight up. Because you're the devil. I have no love for you. I know what you did. I know what you're doing. And I know what you're going to do. Based on the spirit of Yahweh Shah. So check it out. So we talking about that hell. See, our people need to read Revelation, man. When you go to Revelation 20 and 14, it says, "And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire. This is the second death." Now, if hell is where you go to get burnt up, how is that getting cast to the lake of fire if hell is the lake of fire? So that's something you could ask a plantation Christian. They be all like, well, and they don't know. Guess why? Why you don't know that? Because you got lied to and you believed it. Because the lake of fire is going to be when them thermonuclear missiles go off. That's in second address that the devil took out. Because he don't really want you to know what's going to go down at the end. But, hey, we got it. Because the first death was what? By water. The flood. The second death going to be by fire. Thermonuclear missiles. And the chariots burning this place up. And it says, "And death and hell were cast into the lake of fire." You know, that dragon going to go in that lake of fire. The false prophet going to go in that lake of fire. And then Esau is synonymous with death. That's what it said, death and hell were cast in the lake of fire. They're talking about Esau going in there. Because everything Esau spits to you is death, man. Esau, everything he talk about is poison. And the poison that he got, what it does is it kills you slowly. It don't do it instantly, but it does it slowly. It's a slow burner. You slowly die. Because Esau likes to keep you in sin. And the wages of sin is what? Death. So Esau, he's like that pit, man. If you follow his philosophy and look up to Esau, you're going to receive death. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So I'm going to hit 15. "And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire." Bam. Just prove what I just said. And then how do you get written in the book of life, man? You got to know the truth. The true doctrine. You got to know the names of Yahweh Shah. You got to get into this. That's how you get your name written in the book of life. You got to show yourself approved. And how do you do that? Study this word. Study to show yourself approved. Loose paraphrasing. And then make sure your call and election is sure. By doing what? Meditating on his word, constantly having upright conversation, talking about Yahweh Shah, pondering on the kingdom. That's how you do that. Because if you don't, and you follow on Esau, you're going to be what? Cast into the lake of fire. You're going to be left here, and no chariot going to pick you up, and you're going to be right here when them thermonuclear missiles go off. You're going to be right here. Because Jake ain't got no $1 billion bunker to withstand what's about to happen. Jake ain't got no space stations up in the sky to weather the thermonuclear destruction. You ain't got that. So you're just going to be here and you're going to get wiped out. And you let the devil deceive you. You didn't seek the truth. The spirit of the Lord wasn't in you strong enough to seek the truth if you get cast in that lake of fire. And that goes back to when I said on Revelation 2 and 10. We got to be fortified and have our faith up to resist the wiles of the devil, which I might go get that. And we leave off with that, since I say that. Since I say that. Ephesians 6 and 11. "Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." Woo, that's true. And what's part of having the armor of Yahweh? Having the truth. Because once you know the truth, guess what happens? You know who the devil is. And once you know who the devil is, he can't enchant you. He can't seduce you. He can't beguile you like he did Eve, because you're not going to listen to him, because you know he's the devil and he spits lies and he seeks your harm. He don't seek the benefit of you doing good. And without you being, him being able to lie to you, now he gonna have to do what? He gonna have to get physical with you, pull out the sword. And then when he does that, hey, we getting physical too. You know? Spirit of the Lord, hey, let us be like King David, man. Put that rock in that sling and pop your butt. We got to fight it out. That's why the devil, he really don't want to fight with Jake, because we're stronger than Esau. So he really would rather that we just go for his lie. He wants us to lay down easy. Just go for my lie and be that subverted, like a little a house nigga. He wants us in that spirit, a Sambo, a coon. Just go with the flow. Just believe what I say. That's how Esau really wants you. But when you arm it up with the truth and you know who the devil is in the flesh, it's not gonna work. And so he gets angry, like, oh, you ain't gonna believe my lie. So now he gonna want to seek to get physical with you and try to force you by using the sword, whichever form it comes in. And then you got to be armored up, and you're gonna need Yahweh to protect you, to keep that sword, up off of you. Because Lord willing, you part of hopefully leg, he will keep that sword up off of you. Like, nah, you ain't getting him. I got plans for him. So Esau, you gonna slip, you gonna miss, and he gonna get away. Or he gonna, come with a mighty right to your face and knock you out. I'm gonna put the strength on him like King David. He gonna give you the business. So that being said, I hope this been edifying. I want to say Kwam Yashua Allah, DT Abba Ball, Shalom.